So today I'm trying out a new product, which is a soy gel paint and polyurethane stripper. So this will work for stripping off paint, and it will also work for stripping off varnish and finishes like that. So I've never used it before. I'm gonna give it a try. I got it from the Real Milk Paint Co. I absolutely love their products, so I'm really excited about this. It says right here on the bottle that you can use it on wood, brick, concrete, or metal. So it says to apply the product with a paintbrush. So I'm going to use my trusty 2.5-inch angled Zibra brush, the only brushes that I use because they're amazing. I'm going to make sure I wear gloves because I don't want to get any of that product on my hands. And the only other thing I have is a container to pour the product in. And for the removal, I'm gonna have a piece of cardboard, old piece of cardboard, some paper towels, and then I've got a metal and a plastic scraper. I really prefer metal. I think it works better. If you're a beginner, you might want to try the plastic one because it can be easy. If you're not used to the way it feels, it can be easy to kind of gouge the wood a little bit and damage it, especially if you're working with a veneer. You want to make sure that you don't damage that veneer. So I have both here. I'm gonna see which one I like using best on this project. So here we go. And also, number one thing, make sure you have some protection. I've got an old cardboard box, so I'm protecting my surface. Even though I'm outside, I'm on my concrete patio by my shed, I still want to protect my surface. So don't forget to protect your surface with a large box or plastic drop cloth. So just take off the cap and remove that red inner sealer lid before you start. And then just go ahead and pour your product into your container. I poured about a 1/4 cup in, but I ended up needing a lot more. So depending on the size of your projects, go ahead and pour like a 1/2 to 1 cup of the product in your container. And it said the key to this product working right is applying a lot of the product. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make sure I get plenty on there. My main reason for trying this product is that it is non-hazardous. So you can use it indoors. I love working outside when it's beautiful, so I'm outside right now. But you can safely use this product indoors without worrying about harsh chemicals. So now I'm just applying the stripper all over the base of my piece as liberally as possible. I'm using as much product as I can. Really make sure that I saturate that old finish so that the stripper can do its job and my job is easier. So I went ahead and applied the stripper on the entire base of the piece. I kept checking and I noticed that it wasn't really drying out much, which is good. It's supposed to stay saturated and wet so it can, fully lift that old finish off. And I had plenty of time to apply the product all over the entire base without it drying off at all. So if you have something similar to mine with like these, sections of legs, there's 8 legs on mine and then a crisscross base, you have plenty of time to apply the stripper all over the entire part without it drying out. It's really, really easy to work with. It's just like this gel. It has a nice smell. It's not, it's not too strong, not too potent. It smells really nice and just light and fresh and is great to work with. You can see that it's already starting to work. So I'm really excited. I think this is gonna work great. You can see how it's kind of swirling like that. And then here's what it looked like before. So obviously you can tell the difference. This product is working super fast, which is awesome. And I'm really excited about it. You can see it's working so fast. Already starting to work, so I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna just scrape off a little bit and let's see what happens. Okay, I got so excited about how well this product worked that I annoyed my own self with my voice, so that's why I'm doing a voiceover right here. But check it out. This worked amazingly, and I am really excited about it. It was only about 10 minutes that I let this soak in, and look how well it just scrapes right off. And I'm using that plastic scraper, and it just works so smoothly. I'm just scraping off all of that stripper and residue, and then I wipe it on that piece of cardboard that I'm holding. And then once I've got most of it off, that's where I'm going to take the paper towel and wipe off kind of like the extra.
Wow.
That was a little sample of my annoying self-commentary. But I was just so excited about how well it was working that I couldn't stop commenting to myself. Because look how amazing that is. It's just coming right off. Okay, so here is where a little part of the old finish didn't come off. So I just took my paintbrush, wiped on a little bit more of the gel, waited about 10 minutes and scraped it off again. And then whatever was left on there was removed. So you could either wait a little bit longer, or you could do just like 2 processes, which what I mean by that is like apply the gel, scrape it off once, apply some more gel, and then scrape it off again. That's what I did on this piece because I'm really impatient and I couldn't wait to see what it looked like. But you could probably just go ahead and wait like a total of 20 to 30 minutes, and then it would have a little more time to remove all the finish instead of having to do like 2 processes. But if it's only a few little parts, then you can always just scrape the whole thing and then apply a little bit more of the gel on those parts that didn't quite come off. So that's pretty much the basics. It was super easy to use. Any kind of stripper is extremely messy, so be prepared to make a mess. Having that extra piece of cardboard to scrape off the residue onto is really key because then you get the majority on there, and then that way you just don't make a huge mess, step in it, sit in it, get it all over you. And then having a little, some paper towels is also extremely helpful just to keep the mess down. So I just continued this process all over the entire base. And I want to say it took about an hour to an hour and a half to do this entire base. And that includes just from start to finish, like painting it on with the paintbrush, scraping it, and then doing that whole process again. And then wiping it all down with a paper towel, and then even cleaning it. So it was pretty quick overall. And I'm really happy with how well it worked. One thing that I always do to bring my piece up to that professional level is to double check the back. I know it seems like something that maybe you don't need to do because it's probably going to be against a wall, but you can always see like a little bit of the back of a piece, especially if it's on a wall where you might be walking past it. You don't want to be able to see that the back of something is not done. So I always make sure that I do the back of a piece to match the rest of the entire piece. And it's usually just a couple more minutes of the same process that you're already doing. So it just makes sense to go ahead and do that at the same time. And now for the fun part. So I put a little bit of Dawn dish soap, probably about 1/8 of a cup, maybe a tablespoon, in my bucket. And now I'm just gonna fill it up with regular old hose water because we are gonna clean this piece completely. So I have 2 different sizes of scrub brushes here. One is this larger regular size scrub brush, which I'm gonna go over everything first with that. And then I have another slightly smaller one to kind of do the crevices, the edges, anywhere that I can't reach with this larger one. And I know this is a very controversial thing to do, but trust me, it's completely fine to clean your wood furniture. You just want to make sure that it dries out completely before you start working on it. So go ahead and clean off the rest of the residue from the gel stripper. Once you finish scrubbing down your piece, take your hose and rinse it really well. You want to do a really thorough job so that you are sure you're getting all that old residue off. I usually go ahead and just wash all of my stuff right after this, like my brushes, even my gloves, my scrapers and everything, just because you have the hose on and you have your bucket of soapy water, so it's just really easy to go ahead and take care of that right away. The next step is to just wait and do nothing for 24 hours. You want to make sure that wood is completely dried out before you add your paint or stain. So here's what I think about this product that I just finished using on this piece. I normally absolutely hate chemical strippers. I've tried lots of different brands and they're all the same. They're just full of terrible chemicals that give me headaches and are polluting the air. This product was completely different. You just brush it on, it goes on really, really easily, and it worked so fast. So after 10 minutes, most of it came right up. And after another 10 minutes, the rest came up beautifully. After I finished with the stripper and cleaned it all off, all I had to do was a light sanding with a 220 grit to get the rest of it off. So a couple things I wanted to mention. This product is not harmful. It has low VOCs, which means you can use it indoors. It does not have any harsh chemicals that are dangerous to your health. It doesn't have a strong smell. Sometimes I'm very sensitive to smells, and using a product that has a really strong smell, even if it's not really a chemical, it will sometimes give me a headache if the smell is too strong. This just has like a nice light scent. It's not bad at all. It's not strong at all. I did it outdoors, but it's completely safe for use indoors, which is a huge plus. I want to make sure that I'm not breathing in harsh chemicals during the winter months. So I'm really excited about finding this before winter starts. But I did want to mention that this specific product will remove lead paint in a safe and easy way. So I'm really excited to test this out on my next pieces. So stay tuned for that video. So I would highly recommend this product. If you're looking for a non-hazardous stripper that will cut your stripping time down, this is a great product, and you can find it at one of my favorite companies, The Real Milk Paint Co. Please check out their website, see what you think. You can order the stripper. You can also order the Zibra brushes off of their website. Use my link to order and check it out. This is the smallest container they have, which is 1 quart. And I use like a really small amount of this, probably a half a cup, to do the base of this, which is not that much. But I would say you could definitely get a couple of projects out of each container this size. And now that I know that it works so well, I'm gonna go ahead and order the biggest size because I'm stocking up for the winter and I know that I'm gonna need it. Right. So thanks so much for joining me while I test out this product, and I hope that you learned something from it. I know I certainly did. I was really not prepared to like this at all, but I'm really excited about it. I actually loved it and it worked so well. Stay tuned for the next video, so check back to see that full tutorial coming up. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments for me. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.